Hi, and welcome to day 3 of Inktober. So, on the menu today is what's called an oni, which is basically a Japanese demon figure. You might have seen them as the logo of tattoo parlors or stuff like that, with like a snarly face, big mouth with really big canines. Um, yeah, horns. They're usually red, and they really don't look pretty. But yeah, so today the prompt list said that I'm supposed to draw an oni. So this is my attempt. I tried to incorporate the main things that I've seen from my searches. So this big, snarly grin sort of expression, I've tried to do that, incorporate that. And it usually has horns. It's got, so I've seen a few different types of eyes. Some have got 3 eyes and they're brightly colored, but I chose just having it 2 eyes, and the ones that I've seen with 2 eyes have had like a pointier out in the outer corners of their eyes, but the inner corners aren't corners, they're just like really round. So I incorporated that. They've looked like really messy, like if they were like straight from the battlefield. I wanted mine to be sort of not messy, but looking sort of normal and relaxed, and so I tried to find a pose which made him look somewhat relaxed. Now, his hair is messy, just to sort of make up for the whole cleanliness elsewhere. Also, these Onis are depicted as like really strong, really muscular, really like raw. So I figured I would try to have some muscle, but not like huge muscle, like really wide shoulders, and I didn't want him to steal all the focus from the phone, because let's face it, the snake is already taking all of the focus so far. I'm hoping that after a while, after a few days, it starts looking more not so big. But yeah, anyway, I I decided to go for a sitting pose, with as like sort of like a cross-legged position, but more of like a half cross-legged position, if that makes sense. You'll see it in a little while. Like this first leg, I'm sort of thinking that the first leg should be sort of like up with the knee, and then the other one will sort of lay down. So it's an half cross leg position. Anyway, for me it felt more natural for that to be a comfortable position where he's just having a casual chat and listening to the phone's music and having a good time. Maybe even watching the snake as it dances around the lotus. Who knows? Anything can happen in these fantasy scenes. But yeah. So for the inking, I am using two pens. So I'm using, both of them are Unipin. They're waterproof and fade-proof pigments. So if I wanted to go over them with watercolors later, I can. It's watercolor paper, so maybe I will want to do that at some point, but as of now, that's not part of the plans. But that is one of the main reasons why I bought these pens in particular when I bought them, because they can be used with watercolors. But yes, so I'm using two different line widths. One is 0.1 and there's one which is 0.01. No, 0.05. It would be amazing to find a 0.01 pen. Anyway, yeah, so other things that I have noticed with the, the illustrations of these onis is that the nose tend to be quite pointy and a little bit wide, so I wanted to try to incorporate that as well. You might have noticed that I chose pointy ears, very similar to the fawn's ears. I just liked the look of it, and it kind of, for me, it made sense with the pointed horns and the pointed eyes, the really pointy teeth, the hair that's everywhere, creating points and sharp angles everywhere. It just made sense to top it all off with pointy ears, and then make it sort of more bubbly in the upper body with the muscles. But yeah, it's not a too, let's say, big, like wide, and it's not too noticeable, especially since it's not red. So I'm not sure how to sort of make it look even more like an oni, but I think the mouth does an okay job of making it that oni look. But yeah, usually with the artwork that I've seen of onis with two eyes is that the eyes are kind of yellowish and the skin is really red, and the teeth are white. Horns are big, and they're generally just snarling. But I want this to have a more cozy feel, that it's a peaceful forest where all different sort of folklores from all different sort of areas of the world just live together and have a nice time, because I think that's a nice sort of idea. Lots of different people, creatures, animals living together in harmony. So you might enjoy the fawn playing his flute, the snake sort of dancing to the flute. The snake will thereby also like the flute. The fawn has fun doing its own thing. It's a jolly creature which enjoys making others dance and have fun. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can sort of portray this diversity, you can say that. And yeah, I really hope that could really become a thing. But yeah, that's it for today, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see what's next, then please do hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later.